Welcome back to The Bigger Picture, everyone. I'm your co-host, Kayla.
And I'm your other co-host, Jaden.
And for those watching who are unfamiliar with the show, we spread awareness to the multicultural organizations and business that are present here on campus. That includes programs, events, and anything else pertaining to these orgs and businesses. So, Jaden, let's just get straight into it because I know you're dying to talk about this. How was your spring break?
My spring break was amazing. So, for those who didn't know, for those who don't follow me on Instagram, as you can see, I was in LA for the past week during spring break, and oh my God, was that experience just nice, lovely, beautiful skies, beautiful air, beautiful sun, beautiful palm trees. I I was a part of the Hollywood POV program, and we were just seeing a lot. We were just seeing a lot there, doing a lot of networking. I even got pictures, as you all can see. Look at me in front of Hollywood. Oh my God, look at me in the Hollywood sign right there.
Okay.
Listen, I know this picture look blurry. But that's just a sight to behold right there. Like, listen, I'm gonna be back there. Trust and believe, I'm gonna be back there, and this is the Hollywood sign right in the background. Just look good.
Okay.
Can we get the next picture up there too? I got more pictures. Hold on. Yeah, look at me at the
Okay.
NFL Network, yo.
Ooh.
Look at me at the NFL Network. Listen, that's my future job right there. That's my future career right there. I'm gonna be up there one day.
Manifesting it.
Yes,
Exactly.
I am. And it's crazy because it's like when we got there, I just immediately, I was like, I have to go up there and get a picture. And then I even was just talking about, I was talking a little football when I was up there too. I got a video somewhere of that, so that was nice. But we got one more picture. Let's get one more picture. One more picture real quick. One more picture.
Look at me. The Batman
look
suit.
at me staring in front of the Batman suit. Look at me, like, yo, Batman is one of my favorite superheroes. Always been since I was like yay young, and I'm just staring at the Batman suit, the Christian Bale suit that is. See, Dark Knight, one of my favorite movies. And I was just staring at it, like, listen, I'm gonna be Batman one day too. Watch and find out. Watch, I'm gonna have money like Bruce Wayne. But well, to start our announcements of things coming up for the semester, let's talk about Women's Center Week and what they had in store for everyone.
Yes, this week the Women's Center had a collaboration programs with 2.5 and the Black Student Union discussing topics like colorism, affecting multicultural women, and sexual assault awareness. This organization also had a program focusing around breast health awareness. They had their infamous Booby Cupcake sale today and will be selling tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. by MCC The Point.
These programs and fundraisers will then lead up to this Saturday, March 29th, when Women's Center will host their annual dinner in Sheldon Hall at 7 p.m. The theme of the dinner is Global Heritage Showcase, and tickets are available in the box office and online now for $15.
In addition to the Women's Center dinner, let's get into some of the other events coming up. So, tomorrow, Friday, March 28th, ISA will collaborate with all 5 Alana organizations on campus for a Taste of the World event at MCC Food Court at 6 p.m., where we're all joined together and try different foods from other cultures, made by the organization board members themselves.
Next Sunday, April 6th, the Bold Black Beauties will be hosting their annual Black Girl Magic Brunch in MCC 114, with doors opening at 11 a.m. and food being served at 12 p.m. The theme of the brunch is the power of our presence, and the attire is brunch casual and hints of pink. This event is also an all-women's brunch, with tickets being $5 for students and $8 for alumni and faculty.
Then on Friday, April 11th, the Image Step Show will be hosting their annual showcase loaded with many performances from dance teams and student artists on campus. This event will take place in the MCC Arena with doors opening at 5:30 p.m. and tickets are on sale for $5 for students and $8 for the general public.
The next day after that, Saturday, April 12th, the Asian Student Association will be hosting their 3rd annual Taste of Asia dinner in the Sheldon Ballroom at 6 p.m. Doors opening at 5:30 p.m. The dress code of the dinner is formal and traditional, and tickets are available in the box office now for $5. Lastly, on Saturday, April 19th, the Caribbean Student Association will be hosting their annual Backyard Jam event, where students can experience an unforgettable night of music, vibes, and culture. The theme of the event is Welcome to the Jungle, and CSA already started seeing tryouts this week for anyone looking to perform for the event. Check their Instagram for more details on that, and stay tuned for more information as the date gets closer.
Well, all right. Coming up, we will be having our guests here to speak about their organization, and stay tuned for the bigger picture after the break. Thank you.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it. Jill
Should we
told me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is
It's
it?
Al Roker.
And now, introducing our guest, the president of the Women's Center, Kanaya.
Hello.
What's up, Kanai? How's everything going?
It's been going, I'll say that at least.
Word. So let the people know at home, what's your major? What year are you?
I do apologize. I am a broadcasting and mass communications major with a minor in political science.
Nice. Word. And what's your year?
I'm a senior.
Oh, so we about to graduate.
Yes,
How you feel about
yes.
that?
Stressed out.
How's the
That's
semester
real.
been treating you so far?
It's been going. I'll say I take it every day at a time, and I put my best foot forward.
Nah, as you should. That's how you're always supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we about to graduate in 7 weeks, so you gotta be excited about that now. Come on. All right. So to start off, we know your annual showcase and dinner is coming up, and honestly, annual showcase and dinner is coming up. What's the inspiration behind this year's theme?
Well, the inspiration behind the theme is simply that we wanted to showcase. We feel like we're very Western, and when we talk about great and brilliant women, so we wanted to make sure that we were really not only showcasing women from American culture, but from women from other cultures, Asian cultures, African cultures, and making sure everyone felt equally represented. And that played a lot into our theme of when our collaboration with 2.5 talked about sexual assault, and we also talked about how that was recognized in other countries and how that looks like for women in other countries. So just bringing a more worldview to everything.
Okay, so with you bringing a more worldview to everything, does that mean for your dinner you also had talks with other organizations and what would they want to see in the event?
Oh yes, we've had talks with mostly a few people that I know. I'm currently an RA at Hart Hall, so I know a lot of people with very different cultures, and we talked with them about things that they wanted to see reflected, and that's also the inspiration behind why we have Tempo performing, which is the dance association associated with one of the multicultural orgs here. We have Kumi, who they are a multicultural sorority that was started by 12 women from all various different cultures, and a part of their thing is saying their mantra in about 5 or 6 different languages, including sign language.
Yes.
I love Kumi. I love to watch them. So, what has been your favorite program so far this semester?
That's a big one.
If you want, you could give 3.
Okay. My favorite programs, I would say this semester would be So You Don't Like Chocolate, which is one of our recent ones that we just had yesterday.
I like that.
Another one was They Said What, in which we talked about messages that women have received from people trying to court them. And I would say my other favorite one, I was just my e-board intro, just because it was just so nice finally getting to see the new e-board and getting introduced to those people.
Now, let me also say too, I definitely see So when we first sit there and say, I like how you said, so who doesn't like chocolate? Because that was the that was the BSU collab. Okay,
Yes,
I
yes.
see. But also too with your with our e-board introductions. Y'all Instagram page has really definitely like y'all are mad creative with your ideas.
Yes.
And it's just like quick question. How do y'all come up with those ideas? Those ideas be creative.
Well, I'm lucky for my director of social media and also my vice president. I'm very lucky to have her too. They're very creative people. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest Instagram girly, but they have really worked together and making sure that we have lots of amazing things. We've had 2 graphic designers at this point in the year, unfortunately, because of things happening, but they both have been amazing in cultivating amazing looking flyers. And so far we've been just doing really good, and I'm grateful just to have the people I have to come up with these ideas.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, how do you use your programs and events to empower the woman of SUNY Oswego?
I feel like the biggest thing is always making sure women just have a voice and being able to express it in different ways and then talk about topics. Like, I'll admit, our collaboration with 2.5 that we had, it was a very heavy program, but we realized that the foundation of bringing awareness sexual is simply believing in a person, believing in their right to autonomy, and being able to express that and give them care and grace always. And I think that was really like the foundation of all of that. So that's why all of our programs are about giving you a voice in certain aspects, hearing out people's opinions, learning new things about all of us. And I think that's how we can just empower women, just listening to them.
I like that. So how do other orgs support you as the Women's Center? Like,
I would say in our collaborations, we're able to get their thoughts, their minds. They come to our events, we go to their events. They do collaborations with us in which we are able to expose not only that. So Don't You Don't Like Chocolate, that was actually the brainchild of, I believe, the DOP for the BSU. It was very important to her. And that's where she asked us in order to join that. We have an upcoming one with Bold Black Beauties in which they also asked us to join. It's just like them allowing us, because we are not an Alana org.
okay, yeah.
So Alana orgs and us regular orgs, we are very different, but their support in us is what opens up everything, and they're very gracious in that.
Yes, I love that. So if you could change one thing about how our society supports and views women, what would it be?
The one thing I would change is, like how I said about bodily autonomy, basically seeing women as their own individuals. Right now, we're still even though we're in that mindset and more women are present, it's still like, oh, she's someone's sister, she's someone's daughter, she's someone's cousin, she's someone's friend. No, she is someone.
Yes.
And recognizing a woman as an individual and giving her the ability to be able to control her life, I think is like the biggest thing I would change.
I love that. I honestly love that answer because honestly, I feel like, especially within the Black community, women are deemed to be sisters and wives a lot often. Like, oh yeah, that's Lil Ray Ray's sister. No, like Lil Ray Ray's sister has a name. That's Jasmine, and she does this and she does that. So don't forget that.
Yes, that's always my biggest thing.
I love that. I love that.
Clock that. If you could change one thing about how society views or supports women, what would it be?
Another thing would be how society supports women simply just by believing them. I think a lot of times when women speak or when women try to be heard, they're often, I'm not sure if you ever heard that statistic like, oh, women talk way more than men.
Yeah.
No, men have the consistency of always talking over women, and they do not like the fact that women are talking.
Yes.
So it seems like they
Clock
talk
that.
more because they do not want them to speak. So one thing I would say how society support women is listening to them, listening to their ideas, listening and just believing in them and their abilities to be a good person, I think, is how society could best support women.
Yes.
I don't know where you heard that from, but I'm going to say that is totally not true because I'll tell you right now, I'm a chatterbox. Not all the time, but I'm a chatterbox. But
now, we could say all the time. Like, I would say like maybe 95 to 97% of the time. Maybe we could leave out 3%, but you are quite the chatterbox. I'm going to give you that one, but thank you for turning down the statistic. So, you want to take us a break?
We will take a short break now. We'll be back with more of the bigger picture after the break.
Sorry, I didn't mean to eat you up like that. I just...
What's going on?
Yeah, dude. We go on at like 11:30. It's like.
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30.
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
Did you know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
And welcome back from the break. So Kanaya, being the president of such a big organization, how do you balance your responsibilities with school and other things and this work?
I'm not gonna lie, it has been different work. It has been a bit harder than I thought it was. I have had to sacrifice a few things. Like I said, I was a broadcasting major, so I did take a step back from WTOP as I'm leaning into my minor when I graduate. Relying on my board, they've been amazing, especially my VP. I'm so sorry she cannot be here today. She is sick, but that's one of the ways. And I've also been able, just using the resources at the school's disposal. I think most people don't know. Like I'm currently part of EOP. We have this thing called like peer mentors.
EOP, yes.
They have the peer mentors, and I was like, I'm gonna need one. I'm gonna use one, and it's helped me stay on top of my schoolwork, and so I could focus as much as I can on women's education.
Yes.
What are some ways that you what are some ways that you choose like to relax, like make sure your mental health is good?
I feel bad about saying this, but me and that TikTok, we like this. It's my little mental break for, like, I give myself usually like an hour each night where I get to just watch it. And also, I do have my cat here on campus named Royce, my emotional support animal. And he be working double overtime.
I know, that's right.
Double overtime, triple sometimes.
Word. That's good. No, that's good. It's always good to make sure that you're, like, in the right mindset, right headspace. And also, too, it's just like, sorry, I had to fix my glasses real quick. But yeah, it's always good to make sure you're in the right headspace, right mindset, and also too, it's like for someone you also know, I do organizations as well. I know how difficult that can get. I know how stressful that can get. So it's like, make sure you're good. Make sure you lean on your e-board members. They're always that's your foundation right there. That's people that's gonna really help you, and etc. Also lean on your friends as well. So. That's good.
Yes, my e-board has been amazing.
Yup. What has been the biggest challenge in stepping into your leadership position?
I think, not to sound like, so sorry, I don't know the right word for it, but stepping into being a semester president was just especially challenging. That transition was way hard, and I think any of us experienced, and then just like learning how to work with all types of different people. Like I love my e-board members, but they all have very different personalities, so learning how to try and balance all that, I would say, was been like my biggest challenge. I think it's mostly just being a semester president and information not being passed down as well has also been like a big thing and like a challenge, but we are working around it, and we are about to be on the other side.
I know, that's right. So what was your position before this?
I was director of programming, which means like I did the all of the programs that we had every week.
Yeah.
Word. So do you still I don't know who the director of programming is now for Women's Center, but what I will ask is, do you give her any assistance whenever needs be?
We do currently have two DOPs, Razia and Jasmine, and I help out a little bit here and there, but I would say that the girls have just genuinely just been amazing and fulfilling their roles, and I've been loving the programs that we've been having this semester. I've been loving the collaborations that we've been having, so I'm very proud of them.
Indeed, y'all have amazing programs, so that's good. That's good. Okay, that's nice.
So, what do you think the biggest challenge women on college campuses today are facing, and how is the Women's Center working to address that?
I think it's the separation. Like, it's just like when we don't work together, we all fall. And I just think that something that women, not just on campus but in the world, thinks is that we can sometimes just be too divided. Sometimes by very important things, sometimes by trivial things. I think coming together would be the best way for us to succeed. And the way Women's Sister helps is like just trying to get more involved with all different types of women, being a welcome space for every type of woman. Being a welcoming space for them, I think, is the way we work to be better.
Yes, yes. And how do you, like, as the Women's Center as a whole, like, besides like your programs, what are other things that you do on campus as, like, you know, an org to combat that issue of women not staying together?
Well, I know this sounds weird, but in our fundraisers, how we usually do the coochie cupcakes, the boob cupcakes, and we're known for that. One of the reasons we do that is to break down stigma, because I think almost everything with a woman seems to be stigmatized. Periods, hormone cycles, all the other stuff. So in working and doing that and showing them like, oh, this is a safe space to talk about all of that. So besides programs, we do community service now and then. We have one on Friday with the Denzins House from 11 to 12, in which we will be working closely with those ladies. When we do like our upcoming, we're gonna have some upcoming like committee bondings with just the women we work with in our orgs, and those are kind of like the ways we're trying on campus do the other things. I know Women's Center has historically been known. We are the reason that you have tampons and pads in all the bathrooms.
All the time.
Yes, so trying to pick up more initiatives like this, I think, is how we could help. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if that's the right word.
Nice,
That was good, yeah.
Nice. Teamwork is key. Gotta stay safe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I agree with everything. So, with us being in Women's History Month, you know, a good month, we got two questions. What does this month mean to you?
Well, what this month means to me, I think, one, I love that it comes right after Black History Month, being a woman of intersectionality. And it means a new beginning, because I think it's fitting that spring always usually starts in March also. So I think of it as like a season of rejuvenation and renewal and everything. And I think Women's History Month being in that month is perfect, because we always work and strive to be better. So that's how it means to me.
Jaden, what does Women's History Month mean to you?
Okay, so what? Well, just like Kanaya said, it means new beginnings. You know, women. So just like something I stated last month for Black History Month, Women's History Month is basically like, you know, it's about new beginnings. It's about transformation, and you know, just over the years, you know, historically we have had a lot of women that have definitely made push for women empowerment, push for women's rights, and it's like to see the woman today where it's like, yes, they have more rights than they did before. They still pushing to get more rights, but it's just like to see the development, to see the growth is definitely empowering, and is definitely beautiful to see. And also too, you know what I'm saying, I love women, you know what I mean? My mama, every woman in my family, majority of my friends are all women. My best friend is a whole woman. So
okay,
listen.
You keeping the woman around you. That's what I like to hear.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? I love women.
Exactly.
Now your turn.
What does Women's History Month mean to me? Women's History Month means to celebrate women. I feel like women as a whole should always be coming together, but Women's History Month, I feel like every time that month hits the year, that is the month that should be bringing us together the closest, celebrating women as a whole, knowing how to give women their flowers, give women their credit, not belittling women for anything. I just feel like women should just get a lot of free stuff during Women's History Month as well. Yes, exactly. Yes, that is what we need. Women's History Month, the discounts, Sephora, the beauty hair supply store. Come on, you gotta give me something to work with.
Let's add Bath and Body Works into that too.
Bath and Body Works as well.
See, I shop there, so you know, hook them up.
Exactly.
But another question, Kanaya, is who is a woman in history that inspires you?
Okay, I'm gonna give you two answers to that question. I'm gonna
Go
give
right
you a woman
ahead.
in history that inspires me. I'm gonna give you a woman that present that inspires me.
Go right ahead.
A woman in history that inspires me. I've been obsessed with Hidden Figures lately.
God,
Yes.
stop. I just watched that movie for my class.
Yes, seeing those women and how inspirational they were to our time and how the barriers that they had to go through, because the movie, it says that they had a lot of help, and we know they did not have as much help as we saw that they had. So seeing the way they persevered was great. Ruby Bridges, who I'm not going to say she's a woman in history. Ruby Bridges is still alive.
And
the
well.
first ever black woman to a black person ever to attend an all-white school.
You don't consider Ruby Bridges a woman in history?
I consider her a woman now because
Yes,
she's still
she
here.
is present history.
Her foundation is still here. They are still active. They are still working. She's had a lot of effect in history, and she is currently still here. The past is not as far away as we thought. She has an Instagram account, and people would love to tell you that segregation ended. Oh my God, that was like 300 years ago. She is 75.
No.
Exactly.
It is not. It was not that long ago.
Exactly.
It was not that long ago.
So I would say she's a woman who made history, and she's a woman in the present who's continuing to do so.
You're right. You're right about that.
Yes. So how has being a part of the Women's Center shaped you and helped you grow as a person?
I will tell you one thing. It's made me think. Being around a whole bunch of smart, intellectual women with different personalities, it has made me think more than I ever have before. Learning from them, trying to grow with them, trying to pass down experience I've had, but also listening to them. It's taught me a lot about what leadership is like, what sisterhood is like, what community is like in general, and just having that realization and being able to talk with my amazing e-board, it's really opened my eyes to so many things, and I think it really has helped me grow in both my communication skills and in my relationships with other women.
Excellent, excellent. So we got a last question for you. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to come back to Oswego 5 years from now, what would you like to see from the Women's Center as an organization on this campus?
5 years from now, it's a long time. Well, it's long and both not long. So I would hope to see them working with all types of women. I would hope to see them expanding to more women of different backgrounds and basically being we are a little big, but hoping to see them become more of a major player on campus in their events, and hopefully even hosting more events in the future, more bigger events. It's very hard. That's why we only have one each semester. Like last semester, we did have Take Back the Night, which was awareness for sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
So hoping to see more things like that, more big things being done, and just that they are always still going to be a platform for women to come and to speak.
Just to add in something real quick, your Take Back the Night is so powerful. I love that you guys do that. It's so good.
Yeah, being a part of it officially for the first time last year was really something that meant a lot to me. Going around campus and chanting, making the posters, and just that community that was there and hearing people speak, it was lovely.
So much people come out for that. I love it.
Literally, I agree with that. I have the T-shirt from last year, and last semester and last year had the T-shirt. So.
Yes, we try to do as much as we can here.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I heard how you said 5 years from now, it's a long time, but it's not really a long time. So let me just ask a quick question, real quick. Are you within those 5 years, knowing that you are the president of Women's Center, knowing that you will be leaving campus and you're leaving a bunch of friends, sisters behind, will you come back?
Oh, of course. I already have plans to be back here. Not 5 years from now, I'm not sure, because the future is never a given. But I have plans to come back next semester, at the very least, to come check up on things. Definitely in the planning of the dinner, since it most likely looks like we may be having semester presence again, I think I definitely would come back at the beginning of next spring semester to make sure that transition is way easier than it was for me, and to assist whoever is president at that time and getting everything done on time to make sure we have a glorious.
Indeed. Okay, so we are now at the end of our show. Kanaya, thank you for coming on to the show. Is there anything you want to tell the audience before we end?
Get your tickets for the Women's Center dinner this Saturday.
Get your tickets for the Women's Center dinner this Saturday, for real. Okay, thank you so much for watching The Bigger Picture. We'll be back with another episode of Big Picture in 2 weeks' time.